Mirror, mirror, catch my stare. Project it back to see what's there. How do we understand her, the girl? What does she see when her gaze bounds from me? Caught in a frame, a fantasy game. What do you inspire to be? Where's the limit of your possibility? And is it set by you or from somewhere you don't see? What is it, my femininity? A certain anonymity, a logic you can't describe to me. But riddle like this or riddle like that, you can't just pull it out of a hat. So play outside of the lines, roll up those blinds. It's not what you see or understand so easily. My multiplicity lies in between the stereotypes we see on screen. Roles cast in another dream, where the way we play or expect to be seen are so often constructs of history, not hers. And we're not so much of a mystery, we just don't yet see how spectacular we could truly be, with a different picture inspiring our identity. More reflexivity and individuality, and a flexibility in who gets to shine the mirror on our vulnerability. The unhappy ending we never see for fear of our incomprehensibility, of the hostility that lies between when cracks appear in the shiny dream. These fairy tales aren't meant to be. Thankfully, it gets much better. This reality we don't often see on the cinema screen or on TV. The seeming mystery behind the light of the delusory queen. Or the witch, the bitch, the cat fighting to be seen, is the tarnish on those who dare to dream beyond the confines of our restricted feminine. Roles cast to captivate and entertain, as few grapple to understand the female brain. The electricity of the dance, that trance, the power unseen, unbuilt, disowned, unlearned, ungleaned, thieved, or machined, that oh so powerful fantasy. Yet this eroticism cannot be possessed, or used, though many try, cast contemptibly low, or elevated sky high, and placed afar, set with jewels or prison bars. But we're not from Venus, and we're not on Mars, and the undefinable dance of desires requires a mind to be refined, not set on fire. It, he, she, you, me, we need to feed more ideas for the eye to see. There's more to it than sexuality, or power and control. Look at who is persecuted, not who ends up in the hole. Who is getting raped and why? Numbers and convictions, just another broken system. Procrastination from asking why the scales are tipped and rigged in a game that no one wins. Until we question why so many errors in our defaults and weak currents in our revolts to such a lonely power of ownership for the sake of destruction and authorship of self-combustion. But to go where do you want to turn? It doesn't make sense. But that's just it. When you insist on making it fit or forcing it where you want it to go, it's not how you find what you need to know. If you don't like the game, then abandon the rules. Stop ignoring the dirt to get to the jewels. We'll go round in circles until we return to remember everything we've forgotten to learn and to all that we should forget. Who are the women authors of your history? You can be sure there's more in your family than when you pick up the paper or turn on your TV. And what do you know of the women you see? How are they to what you expect them to be? And what is that exactly? Are we a disappointment, falling short of an ideal, or a strange performance of something quite unreal? And all else that we are is a mystery, really, as it falls in between what we're invited to be. Same goes for us all, and our collective femininity. A paradoxical fight for creativity, to find expression for life that we don't name or see. Extraordinarity that won't fit linearity, nor A to B, nor 9 to 5, nor till death do us part. These structures designed with our head, not our heart. And for what? For fear of losing connection, power failure, not knowing, not doing, while all the while a deep isolation is brewing, imprisoned by expectations that we can possibly comprehend that which changes constantly. Just as we do, so do our places, and for our merging human races there is no finish line, and we will never define what love is, only accept that it rules us all, and until we submit, we are destined to fall. And for all our attempts to hide or express those yearnings rooted deep in our chest, surely we must come to see that beyond this performativity, it is with honesty that we may shape our ever after more happily. And what is it you want to see for yourself, your mother, daughter, friend or lover? An imagination of creativity, one to share with our brothers, free from rape and oppression, low wages and poor concessions for raising new generations, less court orders or eating disorders, and a keen objectivity for the smoke and mirrors that distort our dreams through an absence of truth on our multiple screens. Please search instead for the voices in between, those that are unfamiliar and the ones we haven't seen. Listen to the women in your family. What do they know that our society hasn't seen? A mother's power to give so unconditionally that when I give to you, it doesn't take away from me. And if we live in constant productivity, there'll be no time to play together and no air or space to breathe. And what are we without our family or tribe? Just a lonely soul floating, searching for distractions from the emptiness inside. When will we find this femininity? Everyone, collectively. Find strength in our vulnerability and recognize our fragility. These are the images we need to see, to recognize that true beauty is in seeing you in me and celebrating what you are, not a silver screen fantasy. Your own dreams are far more golden than any others that you see, so now's the time to share them and make them reality.